Hey, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Andrea. And our daughter is Isabella, who you just met, and she's 14 years old and lives with anxiety and autism and ADD and a learning disorder.
Each day for us is different. We don't know what to expect, but at the same time, it's filled with much routine. Isabella needs as much structure as she can, and if we veer off for that for whatever reason, sometimes her moods can take an unexpected twist.
Every day, if we change the course of action that she's anticipated, we don't know what we're going to get. And there's a couple of things that have worked for us over the last couple of years that we would like to share with you as educators. So one thing in particular is advocating with the school as often as possible. So we have found that making friends or communicating with the school via email about what our daughter needs has been really helpful. And each kid is different. We found if they can help us figure out her schedule and what homework she has each day and letting us know, we can help advocate at home what works best for her. Some examples they've given us is a color coding system, so geography is blue and math is green, so on and so forth. And that's worked really well for her. When she gets overwhelmed with what the homework is, we can just kind of fall back on the color coding system going, okay, well, what do you have do that's green? What do you have do that's yellow? And sometimes that's worked really well for us.
I think communication is key. Constant contact back and forth. Let us know where she's at. That not only helps Isabella stay organized, it helps us stay on top of her assignments and her work. It also helps the educators know where she is, if she has any troubles, if she falls back. So I think it helps the educators' jobs as well as ours by being on top of it, constant contact, and just keeping in touch.
Just this week, Bella expressed that she's been crying a lot in school. We didn't hear that from the school, we heard that from Isabella. So having that open dialogue and probing and asking questions about a typical day helped us identify that she was crying in school, which led us to learn that she was feeling really anxious and her course load after about 6 weeks in this term is just running too high. So it gave us an opportunity to stop and redirect and make other changes before we got too far down this path. And it also will allow her to have a more positive experience in high school. We've also, as you heard from Isabella, adopted things like going to the gym, having a clean diet, but we can't underscore sleep hygiene. For Isabella, if she doesn't get at least 10 to 11 hours of sleep, her symptoms are exacerbated. So it's really important for her that she's in bed at the exact time every night, and then we have a better day. When earlier in elementary school, she just looked like a normal kid. We didn't see a lot of signs of anxiety. It's only when we started getting report cards back that we noticed that there was a challenge. Also noting that girls present very differently from boys. So as a girl, Bella was really good at just smiling and going along with the program, and she was able to kind of skate through without having any, I don't know if skate's a word. Skate through without having any troubles until her marks, she couldn't hide anymore. So for years she went undiagnosed because she was able to smile and she had no behavioral problems. So until we saw the marks back that she was truly struggling and she was older and able to articulate more, and that was until grade 5 that we knew we had a problem in our hands and we were able to start putting accommodations in place.
And unfortunately, a lot of at the end of the school year is when we found out she was behind. So it's nice to know that if somebody is falling behind, don't let them fall too behind. Get on that, help them get ahead even, or at least catch up to the class so that they can be successful.
That's a really good point. Like waiting too far so that you can't have, there's no other option is just not fair to anybody. And if you notice a problem and things are starting to go south, we just only wish that people had let us know sooner, because we could have made changes sooner. We only know what we know. The educators are with our child all day long. If they started noticing things, we would have really appreciated some feedback or just let us know that maybe there's a problem. We should start to intervene a little bit earlier, because we would have made changes so much sooner. As it turns out, our daughter suffered for years in silence, and that's heartbreaking. So if anything, if you do notice anything, if your gut's telling you there's something, then a simple phone call, the parents would appreciate it. Worst case scenario, you have it wrong, no harm, no foul. But better that you made the attempt and some accommodations can be made in place earlier.
Yeah, so with all kids going through anxiety and troubles, little sleep hygiene, exercise, diet, low sugar, and constant contact, and you can have a better kid in your classroom.
So thank you so much for this opportunity. It's great to share our story of Isabella, and best of luck out there.